checking it all out just to see if this thing is real. Okay? I've been involved with this company now about 2 years and almost 2 years and almost 2 months now. Yeah, 2 years and almost 2 months. It was September the 22nd, 2008 when I got started. And I'll never forget when somebody called me up and they told me about this crazy company. They said, hey, I found the best product that's ever been designed for network marketing. Now, I've been in network marketing at that time for 18 years. Okay? I was, blessed to say I've been very fortunate and successful. I mean, we made millions of dollars in networking before Organic Gold. So here he is telling an 18-year-old veteran that he's found the best product that's ever been designed for network marketing. And I'm thinking, okay, well, I've sold everything. I've sold, you name it, I've sold electricity. I've sold toilet paper. I've sold toothpaste. I've sold everything that you can imagine, legal services. I've sold medical discount programs. So I'm thinking, what in the world is this big secret that he has, that this company has the best product that I don't know about? And so I'm thinking that maybe that, this company had invented maybe like wireless electricity, something like that. So I'm wondering, what is it? And I'll never forget, I said, well, tell me, what is this big secret you got? He said, you really want to know? I said, yeah. And I'll never forget, he paused, as if what he was going to say was going to be so profound. He said, it's coffee. That was my response because I don't drink coffee. Okay? I'm not a coffee drinker. And I'll never forget saying at that time, this was the dumbest thing that I'd ever said, but it was the smartest thing that I said in the same sentence. I said, coffee? He said, yeah. I said, man, everybody already drink coffee. And I thought that was a bad thing at that moment. And I'll never forget, this is what I said to him. I said, well, you know what? I know I don't drink coffee, but at the same token, I don't eat dog food either. I said, but I know Purina called me up and offered me, some shares of stock for 50 cents on the dollar. I would buy. I don't even buy some of that stock. Now keep your hand up when you would test the food before you buy the stock. So it has nothing to do with whether you like the food or not, right? It's whether or not the opportunity is going to be great. And so I never forget, I asked him to send me a box of the coffee, just so I can become a customer of his and maybe support him. I wasn't going to drink this stuff. And the only reason I never threw it away, I figured, just in case he ever came to visit me, I want to offer him some of his own stuff. I don't want to bring back the Folgers knowing my buddy's in the coffee business. That's how it all got started. And with the sample. And what John just shared with you, ladies and gentlemen, has now, because of a sample, that sample that he had actually sent me, and he sent me a box of this latte. It sat in my pantry 4.5 months. Never opened it, never looked at it, never even thought about joining Organic Gold. It never came to my mind. But how many of you know that success happens when opportunity and preparedness meet? That's the only time that success will happen. And so here it was, 4.5 months later. I was doing real well in my current company. Things had gone bad now with this company. And guess what? Opportunity was now there. Well, had already been there. It was in my pantry. Now I was prepared, and guess what? Success took place. And let me share with you what happened and how we built a team to where we are right now. What this company, how this company's got to where it is, and then where the company is about to go. What we did is when we got this, we decided we were going to get involved in Organic Gold. We made a decision, okay, we're going to do it. And I knew for a fact that if I was going to do it, I was going to do it like John did. I wasn't going to do it halfway. I wasn't going to play around with it. We were going to do it. And so everybody that we knew, we called them up and offered them samples. And my neighbors, I had 10 of my neighbors, I gave them some samples of coffee because I wanted them to test, tell me what they thought about the taste, because I wanted coffee drinkers, so I really didn't know how coffee was supposed to taste. And so all 10 of my neighbors, they liked the taste of the coffee. 7 of them wanted to buy some, 3 of them wanted to invest in the company. And I said, well, my neighbors, they got a little money. These are positive people. They kind of always want to support someone. And so I said, this is not a really good test because most of the world is not like this. So I said, well, let me go out and find some real skeptical, negative, broke people. And so I called my family. None of y'all know what I'm talking about. So I said, hey, listen, I'll never forget, I started talking to this lady about network marketing once, and I told her, I said, ma'am, listen, I said, this opportunity is incredible. The coffee is wonderful. And I'll never forget her telling me on the phone. She says, listen, I didn't like you the first time you told me about network marketing. I don't like you now. I think you're going to go to jail, and what you're doing is illegal. And I said, well, Mom, it's just coffee, all right? And so, but my mother-in-law, ladies and gentlemen, I'll never forget, I sent this coffee to my mother-in-law. My mother-in-law sold, I didn't actually sell it, but in her impacted by somebody doing this, offering somebody a sample. Okay? And so, ladies and gentlemen, that's what you just saw here today. And what has it done? I can tell you right now, the types of income that people are earning in Organo Gold, the lifestyle change. I'll never forget when John and Blanca got involved in Organo Gold. And I'll never forget the passion that he had about building this business. And he came in and he built it his way. He probably told y'all that, didn't he? He built it his way first. And I'll never forget 90 days later, when John just started paying attention and listening and plugging into the system that was being created, and I'll never forget, it turned on for him. And ever since then, his volume has been doubling. Ever since then. And now he's become the #1 volume producer in all of Organo Gold. And John and I were just talking, ladies and gentlemen, today. We were talking because, you know what, it's time for somebody to pass John up. It's time for somebody to come in and do it faster than the time that John took to get to Blue Diamond. He holds the record for getting to Blue Diamond. There needs to be somebody come in, and we were just talking today about whoever does it in 6 months, buying him a nice blue Rolex. Okay, I know you got that on camera. Now he's got evidence that we said it, right? John is going to buy him a blue Rolex. Okay, so that's where we are, ladies and gentlemen. I can tell you, John painted the picture of where we're about to go. And our company right now is not one of the fastest. It is rated now the #1 momentum company in all of network marketing. And I don't know if some of you really understand what that means. Okay? How many of you are old enough to remember this company by the name of Amway? Okay. All right. And everybody knows about Amway, right? How many of you have never heard of Amway? Raise your hand. You've never heard of Amway. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, that's a clue. That is why they're $8.3 billion. But back in the 1960s, you would walk into a room like this and say, how many people have heard of Amway? And then nobody's hand would go up. That's where they were then. But there was somebody who had the foresight to see exactly where they were going to be right now. They're the #1, they're the largest network marketing company in the world. They've done tens of billions of dollars of revenue, approaching over $100 billion in revenue is what that company has done. But you know what, ladies and gentlemen, what they don't have? They don't have the most consumable, the most addictive product in the world that takes a person's habit and now makes it a healthy one. It's called coffee. And Amway's had to reinvent themselves, and it's a great story what Amway's done. Amway's created more millionaires than any other network marketing company out there in the world. And ladies and gentlemen, I can tell you right now, with the speed that we have, that Organo Gold is growing, and the numbers that are coming in, we're moving into other countries so very, very quickly, very, very fast. And the thing that I don't want you to do is this right here. You know, Florida is kind of a melting pot. You got people from all over the place, all over the world, right here in Florida. The thing I don't want you to do is I don't want you to slip on this opportunity. I don't want you to sit here, because I can tell you 3 to 5 years is going to come around. Okay? Most of you are with us. Some of you are guests here and will be with us today. Okay? But 3 to 5 years is going to come around anyway. I want to close with this. This is what's going to take place. There will be 2 types of people 3 to 5 years from now. And let's just say 5 years from now. Okay? And just think about it. 5 years from now. There will be the type of person that says, you know what, I remember when those 2 slick dudes from Houston, Texas came into the room trying to sell me some packs of coffee. I wonder what they're doing now. But I just saw something on the internet, just flashed across, talking about the largest network marketing company in the world. Man, I wish I was doing it. But the other type of person that's possibly here today, and I don't know if you're going to have to choose yourself. I can't choose you. John can't choose you. You're going to have to choose yourself. The other person is going to say, yeah, I remember when those 2 handsome, good-looking, very intelligent guys from Houston, Texas, came here talking about a dream and a little packet of coffee. And not only will you be seeing the email, you'll be one of the ones who probably sent the email, but you'll be sending an email blast that will probably reach hundreds of thousands or maybe millions of people that will say, I'm so glad that I sell anybody on the business, because if I have to sell you on living the lifestyle that I already live, I'm already talking to the wrong person. The thing I want you to understand is the only difference between those two people, and there's other opportunities you can become successful in. I don't believe Organo Gold's the only one. But the only difference between those two people 5 years from now is whether or not what John and myself have told you tonight, whether you believe it. It's the only thing that stands in the way is your belief. Okay? And so, I just want to say congratulations again for all of you being here. I'm so proud of John and Blanca for what they've achieved. We're here. We got over 100, I think we got 103 of our top leaders who are here for a big Ruby retreat that we're doing over in Key Biscayne over there. But it's going to be pretty exciting.